So I was going to go over something about bench press, and I don't do decline press very often anymore, and there's a couple of reasons. The main reason is I couldn't get a handoff. I was using poundages that were heavy enough, and there for a while in the mornings there just wasn't anybody available to hand off. Now I remedied some of that by getting the Rogue self spotters, those little racks you can add to your power rack that's like a monolift arm, and they're great. I know Titan Fitness makes them, and my son has a pair of them and likes them really well. I have 2 pair of the Rogues, but we have a big enough crew now that both of my power racks are pretty busy. And the other issue that prevents me from doing it consistently, just simply, is it started bothering my right knee. Now, it wasn't the decline itself that was bothering the knee. I had injured my knee not through training or competing, just a work. It was gym work. I was reloading weights and equipment from running the WPA Worlds back in 2005 and twisted my knee, and it periodically bothers me if I walk for a long distance, steps, sometimes if I've really been stomping around work and stuff like that, it will bother me. But I'm at the point where there's been a few weeks where I've done it, and I'm going to try to start adding those as an assistance movement. I'm going to continue with what I was doing on flat bench on my second press day. One of the things that have changed, in the old days I was always worried about overtraining the shoulders, and that's still very valid. That is still always a concern, and especially now that I'm in my mid-50s, overtraining and shoulders, because my shoulders tend to bother me as much as anything. Probably, the biggest hindrance in my squat is my shoulder girdle, and that's just, tightness over time. And 3 strength sports, doing the Olympic lifting and the strongman as well, just really, made me tight, beat me up a little bit. So what I've been doing is using a percentage. It's a very simple, basic template. I'll start at 70%. I'll do 3 sets of 2 paused, and then I've been doing some close grips, and that's totally by feel. I'll do 3 sets of 3. I've done sets of 6 at a lighter weight, and it just beat me up. And so again, that has more to do, I'm sure, with my age than anything. So I went away from that, but I've had great success with it if I do 3 sets of 3 and I pause the last rep. And so I had gotten to the point right before Worlds where I know I had done 160 kilos for a triple close grip. Now that's not, monumental weight by any stretch, but after you've benched, and what I was doing prior to Worlds, just to give you an idea, is my loosest training shirt, I was doing 3 sets of 2 paused. And I got up to where I want to say I doubled 230 kilos, which is, that's respectable. So it's just a hair over 500 pounds in a loose single ply shirt for an old guy. So I'm just, if decline is not something, if you don't have a decline bench available, where you can get it steep enough to do the close grip system that we use, I've gone to 3 sets of 2, and I've done that without doing any other pressing, and have had really good results. So yours may vary, but I am going to be adding the decline back, but I'm going to do it after I bench, and we'll kind of see how that goes, and I'll let you know. So generally, with if I'm declining heavy, doing the 668, I'm still capable of doing 500 pounds for a set of 6. So kind of let that be your guide. So hopefully that kind of gives you some ideas, and also gives you some alternatives if you do not have a decline bench available that you can adjust to get steep enough. So good luck.